Alright guys, welcome back to another SonicCollectible review video, and today we're taking a look at a recent addition to my collection that I've been waiting a very long time to add to my collection because it was one of my most sought after pieces, and that is this Sonic the Hedgehog salt shaker, ceramic salt shaker from Japan. Now this is from a set released exclusively in Japan that's actually very rare. I've seen pictures of it's sort of like a table set in a way. Where there's at least one piece where there's a plate where there's a Sonic laying down, a ceramic Sonic on a plain white ceramic plate, and then there was the salt and pepper shakers. I'm sure there's forks and knives and stuff out there like that. I could almost swear I've seen pictures of them, but I could be wrong. But there is a dinner setware in Japan, and this is one of the pieces. Now, normally this could pass off as a ceramic statue, which it totally could, but it's obviously a salt shaker or pepper shaker because of the holes in its head. And then you have on the bottom here where you can fill it up, take that out, and fill it up with some more. It's actually a pretty large figure, and I have to be very delicate with it here because I don't want to drop this thing and crack it. It does have a little bit of damage on his ear up here. It's got a chip in the paint, but that is okay. It has a gloss finish, so this has been painted. It's been painted with a regular sort of matte paint, and then when you fire ceramics, there's what's known as a glaze. So after it's been painted and fired, you apply this glaze and you refire it, and it'll give it this nice shiny look to it. Because if you actually feel on the bottom of the statue here, it's not glossy, it's got that original ceramic matte finish to it. And it's interesting because normally with ceramics you actually usually don't gloss and finish the bottom, so they try to pay quite a bit of attention to this piece, even though the paint quality on it isn't 100%, you know, in terms of getting it all where it's supposed to be. If you take a look at the shoes here, some of the paint goes out of the lines and around the gloves here. But what I really like most about the design on this is, in terms of the paint quality, is it's got a very light tone to it. Some of you might say, oh, but look at the shoes, you know, some of the parts of it are darker than others, some of it are lighter than others. I think it adds a lot of character, especially the blue. It's a very light hue, and I think it's, you know, it's a really unique, different piece. Of course, the pose and the look of Sonic is 100% classic. This thing looks amazing and very accurate when it comes to the classic look of Sonic the Hedgehog. Of course, it's meant to hold a lot of salt or a lot of pepper, so he's got a really bulgy, sort of chunky look to him. He's a pretty chunky Sonic the Hedgehog here if you look there. Been eating a lot of chili dogs. But that's just more for function rather than the looks, but I think it works really well. Of course, there's no whites in his eyes, very typical, so most likely this is a very early 1991, maybe 1992 piece. And he's got the signature holding up the one finger pose. So anyway, guys, this is a really unique and a very rare piece of Sonic the Hedgehog merchandise. Thank you to, once again, fellow collector John for hooking me up with this for my collection. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to check out my channel where I'm reviewing the rest of my Sonic the Hedgehog collection over time, including toys, plushes, figures, promos, displays, and who knows, maybe more random stuff like this, like a salt shaker. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.